What really happens after we die? How are our loved ones, those who have passed on? Imagine a future where technology allows us to reconnect with those we have lost. It begins with natural language processing, or NLP as they call it. There is a Project December which employs GPT powered chatbots modeled after real individuals, feature video or even 3D avatars offering a lifelike recreation. This technology could reshape how we mourn. Imagine a device that can sense your emotions and adjust the AI's response historical records to reconstruct ancestors from centuries past. Could this technology interfere with the natural process of letting go?
It's all about AI.
Hey, welcome everyone. Today I want to dive into something that's been on my mind for a while. What really happens after we die? How are our loved ones, those who have passed on? What are they doing wherever they have gone? I have always found these questions fascinating. I miss them and often wonder if they are watching over me or maybe doing something extraordinary in the other realm. That curiosity led me to do some research and ultimately make this video. I have gathered fascinating information from various sources, and if you stick around till the end of this video, I will show you how I have actually designed a system to talk to departed loved ones using AI. So let's jump in. Imagine a future where technology allows us to reconnect with those we have lost, as AI creates simulated conversations with our departed loved ones. This breakthrough is as fascinating as it is controversial. In fact, in countries like South Korea and Japan, digital memories have become quite popular, offering a modern way to pay homage to ancestors. Now, here's a question for you. If you had the chance to ask a single question to a loved one who has passed away, what would you ask? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Personally, having lost someone dear, people, I often find myself wondering, what would they say about my life today? This deep personal connection is what makes the subject so fascinating to me. Now let's explore how AI makes this possible. It begins with natural language processing, or NLP as they call it, allowing AI to comprehend and generate human language. Then comes voice cloning, which not only replicates words but also captures the uniqueness of a speaker's tone. Advanced neural networks, the very foundation of this technology, brings everything together. On the front end, a chatbot interacts with you, creating the illusion of a conversation with a deceased loved one. While this technology is incredibly powerful, it also raises significant ethical concerns that we'll delve into later in this video. Now, here is again a question for you. Would you be comfortable if an AI bot could mimic the voice of someone you have lost? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now let's take a look at some practical examples. In USA, there is a Project December which employs GPT-powered chatbots modeled after real individuals. Then there is Eternity.me, born from an MIT-linked initiative which gathers online data to create a digital persona for afterlife remembrance. Next, there is Replika, a well-known companion chatbot is also venturing into perceiving the essence of individuals. Lastly, over in South Korea, Samsung's Neo project is pushing the limits by developing hyper-realistic AI avatars. These examples demonstrate that we are already exploring ways to digitally remember or simulate those who have passed on. On a personal note, a friend of mine once experimented with a simple chatbot designed to mimic his late grandfather's speaking style. Although it was a very basic version, he found it deeply comforting to hear his grandfather's familiar phrases once more. Moving on, the universities are also stepping into the fray as well. For instance, Stanford is investigating how AI chatbots can support therapy and grief counseling, while Carnegie Mellon is trying to find out how these systems can adapt to our emotions. While across Europe, projects are underway to develop ethical guidelines for using these kinds of data. Now, I have a question for you again. Should the universities invest more in researching AI for grief counseling, or is the subject simply too delicate to handle? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As technology continues to advance, I think the academic institutions should be committed to ensuring that it's used in a responsible and ethical way. Now, let's break down the science behind why these AI chats can feel incredibly lifelike. Firstly, research indicates that modern AI is capable of maintaining context over extended conversations. Secondly, some recent advances feature video or even 3D avatars offering a lifelike recreation. And lastly, looking ahead, emerging AI systems are being designed to be even more emotionally attuned, making interactions feel even more genuine. Now, here's a thought for you. Could such an AI ever truly replace the presence of a loved one, or will it always just remain a shadow of what once was? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's explore the psychological and the social layers of this technology. Imagine the emotional journey. On one hand, AI might help find some closure during grief, while on the other hand, it could foster emotional dependency. There are also important risks to consider. Relying too much on AI might distort memories or even lead to social isolation. This technology could reshape how we mourn, with different generations experiencing it in unique ways. Now, I would love to hear from you. Is there a particular memory of a loved one you would want to preserve forever using AI? If you are comfortable, share your thoughts below. Sometimes sharing these memories can be a powerful step in processing our grief. Moving on, let's talk about the future of this technology. Picture this: virtual reality, augmented reality, emotional intelligence in AI, and even wearable devices that understand you. Imagine a device that can sense your emotions and adjust the AI's response to give you comfort in real time. Or stepping into a virtual world where you can meet a 3D version of your loved one. The possibilities are mind blowing. And the best part, it's all happening faster than we realize. Looking ahead, the future of this technology is nothing short of extraordinary. Now, let's dive into some other fascinating possibilities. Imagine AI that influences your dreams, creating opportunities to meet loved ones during lucid dreams. Or consider collaborative AI storytelling where you co author diaries or letters with an AI version of someone dear. There's even a talk of integrating historical records to reconstruct ancestors from centuries past, although that idea is still very much in the realm of speculation. Now, here's a thought provoking question for you. If you had a chance to see an AI recreation of an ancestor from hundreds of years ago, would you take it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. It is as exciting as it is, but it's also a little bit scary. Now, let's dive into some pressing ethical questions. Consider the issue of consent and data ownership. Did the person ever agree to have their personal data used in this way? Then there's the matter of accuracy. Could the AI end up misinterpreting their true beliefs? Family dynamics also comes into play as to who gets to decide if creating an AI version is even acceptable. We must also think about cultural and religious implications, as some faiths might oppose such practices. And what about the impact on our own healing? Could this technology interfere with the natural process of letting go? Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these ethical dilemmas resonates with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below because these concerns are real and deserve our attention. Next, if you are eager to dive deeper, here are some topics to explore: grief counseling and AI. Discover how therapists are integrating AI into support systems and establishing safe guidelines. Data privacy laws. Examine the murky legal terrain surrounding posthumous data usage. Philosophical dimensions. Ponder what it means to be alive in a digital world. One practical tip in this area is to learn how to create and interact with AI personas in a responsible way. These are all areas worth keeping an eye on as we navigate the emerging landscape of AI memorialization. Now, let me share a bit about my own journey with this technology. This slide really resonates with me as it highlights the emotional impact and some of the unexpected experiences that come from using AI to reconnect with a lost loved one. For me, it was both deeply comforting and oddly unreal. Hearing those familiar phrases that my loved one used to say flooded me with cherished memories. Now, here is a quick question for you as well. How do you think you would feel the very first time you hear or read an AI generated message from someone you lost? It's truly an emotional roller coaster, and I would love to know your thoughts. So, there you have it, an in depth look at how AI is stepping into the realm of the afterlife, the reasons behind it, the technology fueling it, and the questions we all need to be asking. Now, as promised, let's move to the system I have built. I'll walk you through how I use ChatGPT and data from my loved one to create a simulated conversation. It's just a basic one, but you can start from here if you want to build such a system. You can add on voice cloning and other advanced prompt engineering to make the system better. So let's jump into my system and see how my basic system works. So I am into my system now. I will go into the ChatGPT agent of Uncle Sam, who was a very dear uncle to me, and this is through ChatGPT that I will try to talk to him. So I'll start by saying, "Hello there. How are you doing today, Uncle Sam?" So you can see the response. So let me type out something like talking to you, and hence I sent you a message. So you see it's responding to my messages. So Uncle Sam was a deeply religious person, so that's why you see him talking a lot about souls and all that, so which is good. So I am doing good. How about you, Uncle Sam? What are you doing these days? Uh, by the way, Uncle Sam was a doctor, so that's why you see him talking about patients and emergencies and all that. So I have been working on new projects, but you have been on my mind for some time. Um, do you have you, or let me ask him this, have you met have you met anyone mm, there whom I know? Here folks, so just see, by familiar souls, kindness and deep peaceful knowing. Do you see Aunt Mary around? So see, he's saying she's there. So this is how basically the agent works. So let me take you into the agent and show you how it actually works. So I'll go to explore GPTs, and then I'll go to my GPTs, and then let me edit this. So this is the one I created. I gave it some instructions, and then I gave it Uncle Sam's life story so that it can relate to the character of Uncle Sam. And then basically by doing this, I have been able to create an agent which mimics Uncle Sam's behavior and is talking to me. So basically this is how you do it, and you can of course take it a notch higher by adding voiceovers in the form of getting cloned voices from 11 labs and other voiceover tools, or maybe voice cloning tools rather, available in the market. And then you can write your own prompts which suits the character of the person you want to talk to and all that. And this is how it is done, but this is very basic. As we move forward, I'm sure there will be more ways to communicate, or people will come up with more innovative ideas about how to talk to someone you loved, and and if he or she is no longer there with you. So that's about it for today's video. So I will close it here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like it, just give it a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with your friends, relatives, colleagues, whoever is interested. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.